Willie Waters,
G-Stat, DBD.
and welcome y'all to this special segment of Talk Dat Sports. We feel like for a little bit we've been neglecting sports, so what we said, man, it's about time we switch it up. Remember I told y'all last year for this season, though, we trying to hit another level. So what we plan on doing is we could give y'all episodes just for sports and give y'all episodes just for entertainment. But to start it all off, this episode 1 of Talk Dat Sports. How you feel?
Feel awesome. I say it's about time. We used to be trying to plug it in to the other one, but then we could just make whole episodes of just sports.
Yeah.
So that's what we dealing with right now.
Yeah.
You ready?
Time to tighten it up a notch, you see. Hey, and so far, sports segment, which we figured we would do is, from time and time again, we could bring in on our sports insider. And today, we got none other than Johnny Rocket, Angry, what you want to call yourself, man?
Go. You call me Angry, man. We old now. The proper name, the government.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate your time right now, dog.
Yeah, of course, brother. At the check-in from the 242 Nassau, Bahamas.
Okay, you in time.
Get it a little. Yeah, of course, man. Of course, let y'all know, check-in from back home. Let y'all know everything good on this side. Give you a little insight on, how we feel and think about a couple of stuff. Hope y'all enjoy the day.
Yeah, sound good.
Let's get into it.
Yeah, but let's jump it off.
Where we start, Waters? Go ahead. Where we can start?
Shoot, we might as well go with the basketball classics coming up.
All right. Yeah. Yeah, Nassau right now. So the Baha Mar Classics is the first one, right?
Yeah,
they're coming up this week.
And then what it is, Atlantis after that.
Right.
Next week. Yeah.
Right.
How you feel about that? You had a chance to check
Atlantis,
it out?
Yeah, next week.
Baha Mar first, right?
Yeah.
So Baha Mar, we got Baylor versus Tennessee. Then St. John's and Virginia. So it's 4 teams.
Right. So who played first?
It's 2 days. Tennessee. It's 2 days, and it looked like Baylor versus St. John's might be first.
Okay. All right. So
and then Tennessee versus Virginia, and then I guess the winner of that game will move forward.
Okay. So that's a nice lineup for a tournament though. I think that kind of like show Baylor where they at. For real right now.
Yeah.
I mean, because they had a rough start with the Gonzaga game.
But Gonzaga, easy.
I think that's because Gonzaga was they was together already for a while. So
yeah.
So they had that camaraderie already.
Yeah, and also you got to remember, man, Gonzaga has been a traditional basketball powerhouse. So
right.
You gotta when you play them, you gotta be on your A game. They don't beat themselves, so you gotta be on your P's and Q's to beat them. So.
Right. And I think with St. John's, I think St. John's had or was it Rutgers? Maybe it was Rutgers that had a top 10 high school recruit.
Oh, this season?
Yeah, this season, St. John's basketball. I think let me see.
But in the Baha Mar Classic, we only care about one player right now, though. I ain't gonna lie. And that boy name is VJ Edgecombe.
I can tell you that.
I see the pictures, them boarding the plane headed the town. I know, but I know he feel good. Like that's a good feeling. But you going home to play on TV.
Wow.
But yeah, all you could imagine how much fans could be in African stadium just for him.
I see people leaving from all the islands headed to Nassau too. So
that's a feeling, but
you know that. What? You know how it is when you make a play and
head out. That's a really big thing.
Huh?
Yeah, that's a really big thing. When you come from the Bahamas, you got to remember we're a very small country. There ain't plenty of us. So to see one of our own make it on that big stage like that, anytime we get a chance to support and root for them, that's something big for us,
Facts. And so Baylor plays St. John's first on the 21st.
Yeah.
Yeah, that should be a good game. I like Baylor to win the championship, though.
Yeah.
I like Baylor to win the championship. Tennessee has a good squad right now, too.
Mm.
but I like Baylor to win this championship. You know. So you see, as far as
It'll,
go ahead.
no, I was gonna say it'll be a good test, especially for VJ. You get to play better competition. Well, I won't say better competition, but you'll get to play high level competition early in the season, so it'll give you kind of a barometer of where you at, and where you need to improve your game and even experience. Because remember, this is only the first couple of games, so you got to learn how to play at that level. It's different coming from high school to the college level, especially the top level D1. So it's a good experience for him, even though it might not necessarily be home or on the road traditionally. You still get that experience playing against them, and especially being home, you'd hope he could step up and have a really good couple of games and bring home that chip for the hometown team, man.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, because I think one of the big thing is that game speed. You know what I'm saying? Going from the high school level. It's like every time you elevate and you go from one level to the next, you got to get used to that game speed, dog.
Speed has changed.
You can practice all day. Yeah,
everything gets faster.
You can practice all day, but it ain't nothing like getting that real games experience, dog. That's something to tell.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, of course. You start all over. Every level you go up, you start over. You might have been big fish in the small pond in high school. Now you see small fish in the big pond, and now you got to prove yourself all over again.
And then when you get in the NBA or the NFL, you in the ocean now. This ain't no pond. You see what I'm saying? You was the little fish in the ocean. You see what I'm saying? What? But every level,
if you're in a natural-born shark. Yeah, and if you're in a natural-born shark, it can show real quick. So
real quick.
There's only a handful that actually could, go from every level and maintain that dominance, and those generally are the greats. So you just hope that he could string it together, find his footing, find his little niche, and do his thing, man. Always rooting for him.
It looked like one of his biggest niches. It's like defense and loose balls. Like loose ball, like where ball off the rim, he can get that second chance opportunity. He's like, so we call it more or less like scrappy play. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know where I think that come from? I think that come from playing ball right home on them creek rim and thing. When you playing 21, that can make you a loose ball fool. You gotta this scrappy ball when you playing 21. That's scrappy ball. You better know where this ball bouncing off the rim so you could be in position.
Yeah.
You know? I think he mastered that.
No, you ain't lying.
Yeah.
You ain't lying. And to his credit, defense you'll always put yourself in a good position if you could play defense. Like no matter what team, no matter where you're playing, people always appreciate the defense.
Facts.
So, like I say, you will build his confidence and keep working on his game because everyone could use improvement in some area or the other.
Right.
But the fact that he got the fundamentals down, the defense, the effort, the hustle, he's already on the right track.
Right. Yeah, that's true. And you see, so speaking of VJ, I don't know, VJ was playing with Kiyan Anthony in high school.
Yeah. I saw that.
Him and Kiyan Anthony was on the same team.
Yeah.
And I see now that Kiyan, he just committed to Syracuse.
Mm-hmm.
So now it's crazy because at Syracuse now.
Starling has the hot hand, dishes to Freeman. Who knocks down another three? Donnie Freeman, just a teenager, but oh boy, he can do it all.
All right, so you see he had a double-double. He had 19 points, 12 rebounds. So Donovan Freeman was playing with VJ on the Bahamas team in FIBA. So it's just crazy. I just saying now how Kiyan is playing with VJ to Lehigh. Now he about to go to Syracuse and play with another Bahamian that was on team Bahamas. So I wonder if there was some type of connection there too. Like,
yeah. He probably
they probably like in
some
contact
influence.
with one
Yeah. Yeah. That's dope.
Yeah. You know how that is be like, especially now today's age, where especially them AAU teams
right.
outside of your school teams, there's been friendships and bonds and stuff like that. So I wouldn't be surprised, maybe he telling me we could use you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then Syracuse too. His daddy went to Syracuse.
Oh, of
So
course, you know.
I mean,
But
is
hey,
he gonna live up to the hype like his daddy? Probably not. But
You know, Carmelo really
it's
didn't.
still a tradition.
I don't know
Father
if
and
Carmelo
son.
really. I don't think if Carmelo even really had to go to Syracuse.
no, if y'all
he was him.
He did.
He
did that for
was
fun, man.
him.
He did that
he
for
could go
fun.
anywhere. But I watched the clip. I watched the episode of them two talking. When he basically did his announcement, it was on Carmelo show or whatever. Him and Lala, they kept emphasizing like, bro, Carmelo ain't had no freaking influence on him going to Syracuse.
Right.
Him as a parent, he was like, bro, I was just giving him the information. Like, bro, if you go here, this the pros, this the cons. If you go over here, here's the pros and the cons. He was like, bro, it get to a point where Syracuse was like, yo, you with us or not? Like, why you ain't influencing him?
Right.
But he was just like, bro,
He wanted the best option.
I just want the best for your kid as a parent.
Yeah,
That's
he's
how
a
you feel.
father.
Yeah. Of course.
He's
Yeah.
a father now, you know.
Yeah.
He was like, that was mind blowing to him. He was like, dog, I was.
And I could believe that he didn't have much influence on it too, you know, because Kiyan, he's that type of child would want to do it himself too. He ain't that type. He don't give off that, oh, he wants to do what daddy do. No. He's going there and putting that work. Him and his daddy be going at it.
He always shooting need daddy chops.
Yeah, yes, boy. They be going at it for real, boy.
And he tell his daddy Paul George is the best player ever. Them and he don't be on his daddy run. But I think like Syracuse, because it's so close, it's right there.
Yeah,
it's like 20 minutes. I think they say 20, 30-minute flight.
Yeah, 40 minutes, I believe.
40 minute flight. It's right there. So
yeah.
Like, you always want to be close to home, but
what? That's a culture shock.
You want to be away, but you don't want to be too far from home. But you gotta, you know.
It's a new experience, but not generally. The people that is go far away from home to play ball like that and stuff is the people that have really rough upbringings or traumatic events that happen home where they just need to separate themselves from that. You know what I mean?
Right.
But everyone else, but you just get homesick. I don't care who you is.
Yeah, but you get homesick.
That's new. That's a new territory. You ain't familiar with it, and until you understand how to adjust and get used to that, man, you go want to go home, but that's natural.
That's crazy though. But you see another thing with Carmelo though. Man, play the clip, man. Let me show you something. Play the clip. This is a funny story, but like this story is so jokey to me. Go, let me see. Scroll. This is Donnie. Go down to the left.
This one?
Right there.
Play
that clip. Now go for it.
All-Star weekend, LA. We in the back.
This is
Locker room. Yo, Stevie Wonder. Yo, want to meet the players. Boom, boom, boom. Come out. Yo, Stevie. Carmelo Anthony. Boom, boom, boom. Man.
Don't even say it. Don't even say it. You gotta say it, bro.
I'm trying not to laugh. He said, I love watching you play. Come out, yo.
Stevie been bunking us, man.
Say Stevie been bunking us.
But you know that the
doing
first people, everybody have stories that have Stevie.
I know. That's like a running joke,
Stevie.
man. He used to do that for everyone. That's like a running joke with him, man. Like how everybody got Michael Jackson stories and Prince stories, but Stevie stories. All of them sound like that.
Yeah, all like Stevie can see, man.
I'm telling you, he bumping people, man. he was using that sympathy for the sales, but it worked. It worked.
Yeah,
I mean, he didn't need it, but it
No, he
worked.
didn't need it. No, he didn't need. Definitely didn't need it. Stevie was him.
Yeah.
From 13, he was him. That's up, man.
Yeah.
But what? Oh, I didn't even know that date. But shit.
Yeah, but from 13, he was that guy. When I heard that, I was like, wait, what? So you mean to tell me soon as his little voice changed, he was the guy?
I'm telling you.
Shoot.
Yeah, but hopefully at the Baha Mar Classics, VJ probably make another couple ESPN top 10.
What?
You know he didn't make the ESPN top 10, but 2 or 3 times.
Ready for
He's
the
number
season.
1 once. I think he's number 6 another time. Yeah. He's a highlight reel, boy.
Listen, he just got to put it together and get used to the speed and the physicality, but the tools are there. You know what I mean? The mindset is there.
Yeah.
So it just getting used to that game. Even if it don't happen right away this season. I think the VJ you see in this year and even toward the end of the year, the VJ you see now and the one you see toward the end of the year could be different.
Totally different.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
agree,
He can know what they expect.
I agree.
That's
I
facts.
agree. I agree.
He can know what they expect. He can know how to get his rest, how to eat, how to sleep,
Right.
how to practice, how to conserve.
Right.
It's just a lot of little nuances to the game you don't understand until you're actually doing it.
Right.
Like y'all say, you could practice, and tell yourself, I know this, I know that. But until you get put in that situation and you have to do that going full speed and not walking through thinking about it,
Yeah,
you ain't
facts.
gonna understand what
And
you're doing.
it's so crazy with you saying that. And you see Jazz, right? Chisholm.
Mm-hmm.
In about 2 years, Max. Jazz could be the best player in Major League Baseball. And here's why. Here's the reason why I'm saying that. I watched this in the World Series. You see how you just say, it's kind of like knowing and doing. Like you could practice, that's knowing.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got to go in the game and do. You understand what I'm saying?
Do.
So you
that's a
see
different
Jazz. When I was watching the game, he wasn't making no mistakes in them. He did everything that he was supposed to do while he was thinking about doing it. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
See, that's how great he is. See, when you thinking about it, that's when you just mess up, So I watching him think about doing what he's supposed to do, Like he don't want to make a mistake. So he thinking about in another year or two, he ain't gonna be thinking about it no more. He just could be doing it.
It just could be like,
And that's when you can see everything flow. Because if I could think about it and still cut the movie, when it's time to flow, it's a wrap. It's over. 2 years, Max.
You know what could happen for him? Like all the greats, the game would slow down for him.
The game would slow
Once
down.
he done been there,
Exactly.
he understand. It could just slow down for him.
slow down.
Everyone else could be going 100 miles an hour and he could be going 50, just cruising.
That's what happened with Kiyan Ward.
That's when he became dangerous.
That's what happened with me and
but-
Kiyan Ward. You see, our cousins saying they were speaking about Kiyan Ward before the season. You even mentioned him before the season. But I didn't go and take a look at him or anything. I didn't go and look at it, whatever. I was so mad at UM, I didn't even go look at him. You see what I'm saying? Now, the first game of the season, the first drive in that game, I tell someone, I say, this boy is the best quarterback in college football. They get mad. They say, how you know that? You always think you know everything. How you know that? The game too slow for him. He is not supposed to be playing college football. He in the pocket. As soon as you get close to him, then he swing away. The game is way too slow for him. He's not supposed to be playing college football. He is an NFL quarterback. You understand what I'm saying?
You know what his advantage is, though? You know what the advantage he have that a lot of the young ones don't understand? He played 4 years.
Yes.
Yeah.
He had a lot of snaps.
Yes.
So ain't nothing you can
know-
throw at him that he ain't already see.
You know who's now you know what NFL quarterback right now is the prime example of that process? Jalen Daniels. Daniels, Washington. See, he was a fifth-year senior, and he won the Heisman in his fifth
but
year.
I remember him. I remember him when he played at Arizona State. I remember him.
See? So,
I remember him at Arizona State, but
right. So
when
he was a
when he
fifth.
was skinny. That was when he was only like 190, and he was doing the same thing. And it was like, man, you doing that, but that's the Pac-10.
Right. Right, yeah.
Then he come to LSU,
LSU.
and it's like, oh, you really doing that against the big boys too?
Yeah.
Okay, kudos to you, brother.
And I think, another one who in that process is Shedeur. I think Prime really did a great thing with him.
I think people just give him some unnecessary flack, and it ain't justified in how they villainize him because they like to minimize. Or you play at HBCU,
Right?
That's fine. I get that.
Right.
Well, now you playing at Colorado, or y'all don't play nobody. Well, first things first. If I'm playing in Colorado, I'm still playing in a power conference one.
Right.
Just because I'm not playing the Alabamas and Georgias and Tennessees every week don't mean I'm not playing good competition. One.
Right.
Two, I'm not on a loaded 5-star team
Facts.
that we're
Facts.
underperforming. I'm
Facts.
playing with I'm with the 5-star, and I'm playing with 2 and 3 stars. Some people ain't even getting
That's
stars,
stars.
and I'm making them look better than they are.
Right. Right.
So for people to say that, oh, he just lucky or he just doing this or he just throws to Travis Hunter. Find me a quarterback that doesn't throw to their best receiver and I'll show you a loser or a nigga that don't play.
That's facts. That's facts.
You see what I'm
That's
saying?
facts.
You
That's
got
facts.
to be stupid to know I got this monster on the outside and I neglect him because I want to make myself look good.
No,
that
you
don't
crazy.
make no sense.
You crazy.
You know what I mean? So, like, I feel like he's
Like
getting a
Travis
lot of
Hunter say,
slack and it's because,
I'm open.
huh?
If Travis Hunter, I'm
Every
open.
time.
They say, man, just
When
run
he
the. They
making
say,
plays
Shedeur
like
say,
he doing.
man, just run the wheel route so we can get the post. I'm still gonna be open.
When he jumping through the sky like Superman and snatch and everything, I do it to
Exactly.
him 20 times a game too. I'm sorry. Like, until somebody show me they can take that away, I can do it.
That's true.
But I'm glad to see we have Travis and not Travis, but Cam and Shedeur at the top, two black quarterbacks
Yeah.
at the top of the
Facts.
draft board.
Facts.
Like you don't,
Right. That's
I
facts.
can't tell you the last time we had something like that. I honestly don't remember.
I mean, they
But
was trying
the
to push back, but they was never
two black
impressed.
boys.
They was pushing back, but I was never impressed. I tell him that from the beginning of the
Listen.
season, he don't impress me. It's just certain things, but
Listen.
it's certain throws.
Intangibles.
It's certain throws you gotta make.
Yeah.
It's not what you
No.
do, but how you do it. Cam Ward get the ball, he
Well.
run on the bounce, he jog with the bounce. Like the game's so slow, it's like
Listen.
you know?
Listen, I think he is a product of being on a really good team where he didn't really have to do too much. And
Right.
even when he made mistakes, his team could cover for him.
Yeah.
His team in
Back
a
that is.
stock.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
of course.
Mhm.
His team in a stock like it was in previous years where you had Jalen Carter and Jordan Davis and all these NFL first round talent all over the place to where you can make a mistake in your defense or say, well,
We can
two
bail
plays
you
later,
up.
here's the ball right back. Try again.
Right.
No.
Yeah.
Now you seeing him have to go down the games and actually have to put drives together to score to win.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And
That's where the
for
problem
what
comes
it
in.
was, I mean, I think his draft stock fell a lot because
Yeah.
he's been a turnover machine.
Yeah. I don't even know.
I've seen multiple games.
Depending on teams' needs, I don't see him going in the first round now.
Don, you think he may fall?
Boy, I'm telling you.
No. Mm-mm. He could go in the first round. There's too many bad teams out there right now that need a quarterback.
Yeah.
Like for real. Like I wouldn't be surprised
He'll be
if
somebody.
Jackson
He'll
will
be
take a
somebody the
quarterback.
Dolphins pick up. You know.
Don't say that, boy. Please
I'm
don't
trying
say
to
that.
tell you, as long as
Don't
Marino
say
in our
that,
office.
Don't say that.
Please
Stan.
don't say that.
Right.
Don't say that.
All right, let me ask you a question.
Don't say that.
I'm not saying that we need to pick him up. I going by the history. I just going by what has happened
know, then
before.
that's
If we was to
scaring
look
me.
at this board right now, right?
I don't want you
what
to put that in
quarterback you
there,
think? If the Dolphins was to pick a quarterback, who y'all think the Dolphins could pick? We could pick him.
Well, yeah, because we had like, I don't even know what spot we had now because we win again, bro. We was at like 5 or 6, and then we gonna beat we lose the week before we win this week,
Right.
but
No,
the
we won
Jets
2 weeks.
lost
We
the
won 2 weeks in a row.
straight.
We went 2
We
weeks
won
in a row.
2 weeks
Oh,
in a row.
see,
Yeah.
see,
And now,
and
but you
the
know, it's
Jets
so crazy.
lose
Like
2
how they
weeks in a row.
speaking, it's so crazy because our strength of schedule for the rest of the season, I think we only play 2 teams over 500,
Like 2 or 3 teams.
like
this way.
49ers. Let me see.
What was the 49ers? The Packers. We played the Packers.
played the Packers.
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving, yeah.
And then there was one more again.
we could. The sad part is we could actually beat the Packers. Because Jordan Love been a turnover machine himself. I think he could be good, and he just had a bad start to the season with that injury.
Right.
But he got to clean up his game too.
Yeah, I like
better
it. I
than
like
what
him
he's
too.
showing.
So we played the
Me too.
Patriots.
I like the kid. He's a gamer.
It's the Texans you're probably thinking of.
Yeah. That's
It's
what
the
it was.
Texans.
CJ Stroud, yeah.
It's the Texans.
The Texans could give us some problems.
Yeah, they was giving us
They
problems
got
when they was
Nico
there.
Collins back.
We always had a problem with the
You're
Texans for
right.
some reason. You know.
Yeah.
I think we might have
since
beat
they
them.
come
I
in the
think
league, boy.
I think we might have beat them once since they come in the league.
Yeah, me too.
To be real with you,
Yeah,
Me
we always
too.
had
Me
that.
we might have beat them one
And
time.
they had
but
with the car, boy. What his name was?
Derek
Not
Carr.
Derek. David Carr.
Oh, I know who
No,
you're
the
talking
older
about.
brother, man.
Yeah, I know who you mean.
Is he
I
older
remember.
brother?
Mhm.
David A. And
Think
he
it
was
was-
bad, and he used to still beat us.
Yeah, it was David Carr.
That's the truth, man.
You know, it's just
Yeah,
a
the
few
older brother,
teams
that's-
that just got our number, dog.
Yeah.
It's the Titans as of lately.
Yeah.
The Texans.
No,
The Bills. I ain't even
the
gonna lie.
Titans,
Bills.
we shouldn't be
The
losing
Bills.
to the Titans.
But they got our number as of lately. That's
Well,
what
the
they get.
Bills is, but the Bills is a divisional opponent. So, like, I mean, we shouldn't be getting molly-whopped every time. It
No.
should be a little back and forth.
Yeah.
But I can understand the Bills. But the Titans,
Yeah.
Texans, people that we don't regularly play, no, not acceptable, bro. We gotta
No.
be better than that. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Who you like going forward? Like we mid-season now. You know, we
Okay.
mid-season now.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
you-
like what? The one
What
and
team?
all?
What team? Yeah. What team you think? Who you like? Because it's always be like if you. I don't know. It's usually be like because right now is the going about to start getting tough. You know, if you know
Yeah,
if anyone
yeah,
know
yeah.
football right
Yeah,
now, it's
yeah.
the turning point.
Injuries.
They're going about
This-
to get
yeah.
tough. People about to
Yeah.
start playing too.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like
yeah,
you
yeah.
didn't.
You gotta
And
turn
then
it
now,
up.
because-
most people come in the game, they in shape
Mm-hmm.
fully. They in shape now. You understand what I'm saying? It's like they didn't the game didn't slow down for them. It's like this was when people start churning. So what teams you think you could see taking it over the top like on that, and who you feel is who you see going to like the Super Bowl in the AFC?
All right. I got about 4 or 5 teams I really watching right now.
Mhm.
The team I think that surprising a lot of people and I think legitimate of a chance to win the Super Bowl is the Lions.
But I know you
Which
could
is
say that.
crazy
That's
to
me
me.
too, bro.
Which
Because
is
when you
crazy to
talk
me, because in my
about
life-
grit and that part of the stuff, the
You never-
toughness.
yeah, they got it.
We had that coach.
Yeah,
Yes, we had that
and
coach,
we let
Don
him
Cameron.
go.
Yes,
We let
yes,
him go.
yes.
We let him go.
That
but
pissed
that
me
team
off
is
so
playing
bad.
for him.
Yeah,
But you know when I know they were serious? This nigga Jared Goff threw 5 picks in the game
and they win.
and win the game.
They win. Yeah.
I say,
So 5
dog,
picks
if
and they
Tua
win.
throw 5 picks,
Yeah.
we
That's
probably
how you know-
lose 2
see,
games in
He
one.
could lose the game. He could go lose the game.
We
like-
losing 2 games in one. We getting 2 L's in that day. Like what?
Yeah, because he could be down next
We
week from
lose
week
when you play
before.
good.
Lose that one too.
I telling you.
That's sick, Jed. What I tell you?
But I say, bro, like that's a mark of a really good team. If you could be bad and still find a way to win against
that's
a
how
good
I
team.
feel like, we was on the right track with Flores,
Psst, we was, yeah. That's why I was so hyped when we lose him.
You
we
see-
was on the
hey,
right track because
you
we
see
were
how good that
starting.
defense look in Minnesota?
Mm.
You see how good that defense look in Minnesota right now?
Okay, then.
They top 10.
Okay,
Again.
Okay then.
Again,
So what I'm saying is
from
think
you
about
been
it.
there.
Think about it now. They were
Top
trying to
10.
tank. They was trying to tank that year with him, See, but he was he made believers out of these players that weren't even top players.
With them.
That's what I'm trying. A head coach. See, that means you can it ain't about, I got all this talent on my roster. It's how could I get the best out the talent that I have on the roster? You see what I'm saying? And that's what we was getting out of Brian
Like,
Flores. You can't just be friendly with
Like, I
everybody,
hear-
boy. If I know you
I-
don't fit this
I
regime
heard
because
this
you
quote.
ain't tough enough, I can talk to you about it and see if you're tough enough.
No, yeah.
Because this is what
I
it
heard
takes.
this quote, and this quote go like this: "It's 2 different type of men. There's certain men that can motivate people, and there's a certain men that can lead people.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
It's powerful.
When you play in football, you need a leader.
Right.
You don't need nobody to motivate you,
Yeah.
because anybody could get up and put on their music and hype themselves up for the
Yeah.
game. That's
yeah.
easy.
Yeah.
You need somebody that
Lead
can
you.
lead men,
Mhm.
and for him to be like, "Hey, we go in here, and no matter what, this is what I expect from you." Hey, I mean, there's only a handful of coaches in the league that could do that.
Yeah. That's facts.
So for him,
That's facts.
to do what he did with the Dolphins, I saw another crazy stat where his record with the Dolphins during the span of his first 30 games or so
Mhm.
was the same as Mike McDaniel.
Wow.
And Mike McDaniels
I
had
saw that.
Mike McDaniels had a
Waddle
squad.
and Tyreek Hill.
Exactly.
And I saying, imagine if he had that caliber squad and get them to play like how they was playing when he didn't have them. You know what I mean?
Boy.
And it shocked
Right.
me. It was like, bro, they had I think it was like McDaniels had maybe one more win than him, which was crazy.
Right.
Because it's like, bro, you had a loaded
You got a
team,
loaded
and,
team. Yeah.
and you only
Facts.
scrapped one more win than a dude that had a team that he patchworked together.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And if you want to
that's
talk
saying
about,
something, bro.
and if you
That's-
think about it from a budget standpoint, Like who was spent? Like what was the budget when Brian Flores, and then what the budget is now for the same outcome?
Yeah.
For one game difference. But I need my money, boy.
Yeah.
Any businessman, when you see something like that, but you could say, but give me the team when I ain't had to spend no money. If
Exactly.
If you could do the same thing.
If you could do the same thing. Right? Spending all this money to win the same amount of games. Unless you're looking at the flip and you make him, I feel like that's how Jerry Jones go.
Yeah, somebody selling you on the long run or the long time.
Yeah, I mean, listen. If we was trying to tank to get picks, right, and he still find a way to turn it around and make the team competitive, you should give the man some credit.
Yeah.
Now, and granted, it might not have been what your goal was and what you was trying to do, but what were you trying to do?
Mm-hmm.
If that's the case, why have this man now?
Right.
If you ain't trying to win, you know what I mean?
Right.
We just in a bad spot right now. I think what we got going on with the Dolphins is they got to make Tua look good because of the situation with going on with Brian Flores.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
If they don't look good and they don't produce, it could be like, oh, this guy was right.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
telling you.
Yes. That's kind of how I
You
was looking
don't want
now.
that.
I'm telling you.
That's kind of how I was
You
looking
don't
now.
want that.
I know.
You know?
I know. We so dead.
That's telling.
I thought
That's
we was
very
going to get. I tell people I'm not too. They got to make it look good. I thought we might end up getting a Super Bowl out of that. They say, nah, yeah, if you can get the Super Bowl out of this, boy, we just settled on trying to make
It
Tua
would
look good.
wash
Because
all
that
that
ain't
away.
happening.
Everyone would forget.
But you know what? You know what we lost with Brian. And this is an example of what we lost with Brian Flores. Play the clip.
What?
This is what we lost with Brian Flores. And you see how Desean Elliot. Desean Elliot was on the podcast.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And
This is right there. You see this?
You throw that ball up into the air.
This ain't it.
No.
That's it right there. Yeah, that's it right there.
oh yeah,
I
that
know he cannot wait to talk mess to the sideline when he makes a play. So this will be fun. This will be very fun. I haven't been able to play against Baltimore the way I wanted to because last year I played up for a team that was soft as fuck. I mean, oh my God, I can't put that on there. That was pretty soft. The guys on the team, but there were some guys who were tough. But like for the majority of the team, there was not mentally tough individuals. So to be on a team with the full team of mentally tough guys going against another mentally tough team and AFC North ball, it's gonna be fun, man.
You see that?
It'll be fun. I can't wait to see Marlon again.
You see that?
That's discouraging, bro.
Right, telling you. So like,
You playing football. You're playing football.
But
What
I
you
started-
talking about? You have mentally weak people out there. What are you talking about right now?
you just say, all right. So what you said in the beginning. Remember now, you have people that can motivate people, and people that can lead people. People that motivate people, people that lead people. You get what I'm saying? It's two different type of men, right? So it started at the top. We soft at the top. There's no way we can be
Agreed.
saying somebody soft on this defense if our leader tough,
We're not gonna allow that
You ain't
soft dude in the building.
You ain't got allow that. Ain't nobody gonna allow that. You get what I'm saying? That's how it go. It start at the top.
Culture. That's culture. That's culture too.
And I always
That's
go
when
back
you
to
build
like
that culture.
when he's playing against the Chiefs and you look on the sideline and that cool. Let's look at Tua's face.
Oh, yeah. The last time in the playoffs, see.
The score was 0-0 and he looked defeated.
Bro. But no, forget that. You know what pissed me off? I forget what game it was we played. But we played one game. Was it the Chiefs?
You might be
We
talking about the
just
same
lose the
playoff
game.
game.
But we don't. When they switched
We just lose the game.
when he swapped
And
the
he want
jersey.
swap
That's the
jersey.
same game.
Yeah, that's the same game, but
Hey. You just throw me out the playoffs.
I say, boy, you got all off season to do this when ain't nobody watching.
You
And
just
you
threw
doing
me
this
out
on
my
live
chance
TV,
of winning the
this nigga
Super
just
Bowl.
Bounce me. And you here smiling like you just hit the lottery? Like, come on, bro. Come on.
That's the mentally toughness right there. Supposed to be banging the helmet on the sideline. Mad.
Boy, but you know what killed me too? When Tua came on earlier this season, he was like, imagine if you came to work and your boss told you every day that you're not good enough. And how would it make you feel? I said, bro, You're not working a 9 to 5. You're not a teacher or a garbage man or an electrician or a plumber.
Right.
Where you doing something that requires you to do something with your hands.
Right.
Think. You're playing football. Your job is to be violent at all times.
Right.
For 60 minutes, you are required to be violent. If somebody tell me I ain't good enough, I can say, okay,
Right.
let me put this gas on this flyer real quick.
Right.
And I can show you. And
yeah.
every time you look at me, you got to remember what you say to me.
Right.
And I can make you feel shame.
Right. Exactly.
Because you telling me what I doing, my craft, ain't good enough.
Right.
So I can show you. I can
Right.
prove it to you. You pouting? He told me I wasn't good enough. You need to go be a Sunday school teacher.
Come on, but where you play? But what I'm saying is, where did he play football all his life, boy? You never been on them little league. You never been on them Optimus field and thing. Them pop wanna feel them and thing. Teacher.
You know what that tells me?
Boy.
You know what that tells me? He always been on a good team where he didn't experience losing. Remember, he was at Alabama too.
Whoa,
that's facts.
5-star O-line.
That's facts.
Boy, you don't forget, he had Jerry Jeudy, Jalen Waddle, and another receiver. He had loaded running backs. He had loaded
Devontae Smith.
Devontae Smith. And Waddle.
5-star at every position.
Right. You got, look here. I remember looking at Alabama recruiting class, and it blew my mind one year I looked at it. They had the top 1, 2, or 3 position at every position in the country.
Wow. And that's the thing.
Imagine that. So the top 5 out of every position in the country, Alabama had at least 2 of them. And we wondering how these boys wasn't losing the games.
Right.
They had the literal best of the best. And if they didn't have the best, they had the best in the second, or the second in the third, or the third in the fourth, or some combination of the top 5.
Right.
How are you supposed to lose if you got the best of the best at all the time?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. That's facts.
And then, like we say, you got Waddle on one side, you got Devontae Smith. These niggas tearing up the NFL. So imagine what they was doing in college.
Yeah. On the same team. Every one of them tearing up the NFL, by the way, on separate teams.
Who you could double cover? Pick a side. You want to go left? Cool, I can go right.
That's it.
That's easy read.
You just got to make the read at that
That's
point.
easy picking.
That's easy.
Yeah.
I just got to see which way you shading or you defending. You can't cover both. And when if you do double bracket them, I just can hand it off to my 5-star running back and let him run it up the gut.
Yeah. Right.
Then what you could do?
Who was Derrick Henry?
And then remember, I don't think he had
I think Henry might have been a little older than 2 of them. But he had some.
Derrick might have been like
1 year removed or something.
A year or 2 before him.
Yeah.
A year or 2 before him. But they didn't have the big name running back, but the running backs they had was still good.
Right. They didn't have Trent. That wasn't that's he older too. Yeah,
No,
they
Trent
had
was
good
way
running
before
backs
that.
too. They had good running backs. I don't think they had no good running back from that transferred to the league, that transitioned to the NFL. Like that was a big running back in the NFL.
Derrick was the only one, because Derrick is a mind child, boy.
Hey, but speaking of Derrick Henry, man, y'all look at this clip, dog. Let me show y'all the difference. When you talk about character and individual, let me show y'all the difference, bro. Look at this shit, bro.
Handoff. Henry turns it upfield. Very close to a first down. Loses the ball. Cough up by Henry. Drafted in the 6th round in 2018. Derrick Henry upset.
Wait, that's Derrick Henry. First time fumbling in over 500 snaps.
Wow.
Look how pissed he was.
Insane.
Wow.
You get what I'm saying? It was like 520
But
something.
Desean Elliot on that same team, and you see what he's saying, the difference in the mentality. You get what I'm saying? Tough mentality. That's how you be when you look. He fumbled the ball with a chance at making that up. And that's how we carry on to lose the game. I'm going to switch Jay-Z.
He's a nice guy. He's a nice guy.
Football ain't no nice word, sorry.
But you remember what Shepard said when we was in high school at Chaminade?
What?
If I ever had a football team, I don't want no nice guys. I want niggas who, when they walk past flowers, they stepping on them. You remember that?
Yeah. And
He
when
made
that
a
was
really
in
good
high
point.
school, right?
Yeah.
High school. He said that if I ever had a football team, I don't want no nice guys. I want them walking past flowers, stepping on them,
Right.
pushing people over, cussing people out.
Right.
He ain't lie. Listen,
That's
Need
for
you
football.
60
dogs.
minutes,
That's football.
for 60 minutes, I need you to be a menace to society.
Right.
Like I want them
Yes.
scared to put the camera on you. They can't never mic you up. 'Cause
Right.
of what you might say. That's who I want on my team, boy.
Real.
Lawrence Taylor mentality, boy. We
Yeah,
out there
real.
like some crazy dogs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you said Ray Lewis is come out and need the grass. What? Crazy. You said,
Boy,
you know what? Play this clip right quick. And we'll play this clip with Ed Reed.
I'm hurt, dog. Don't ask me if I'm all right. Hell no. Joaquin said dominate, and we not doing it. I put my heart in this dog. Let's go, man. Let's go, man.
That's football, man.
But if you can't get fired up for that,
I tell you. And they was up.
listen. You remember what I told you? There's certain people that could motivate and lead.
Right.
That's
That's a leader.
the leader.
That's a leader.
He didn't need no one to tell him, Ed, come on, let's go. We need you to fire up.
Mm-hmm.
He knew in his head that wasn't good enough.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So
Exactly.
he took it upon himself to let the others know, like, hey, we need to step this up and we need to step this up now.
Mhm. And when you have, I think, when you
And
have that
unfortunately
mentality,
for the Dolphins,
when you have that mentality, that is carryover straight across the board. Do you see? Like you gonna be in the film room more. You know what I'm saying? Because I saw another situation with Ed Reed and Peyton Manning. You know, I don't know if you saw that where Ed Reed used to like fake like he going one way to fool the quarterback and then jump the route to get the pick. You see what I'm saying? Now Ed Reed say he know that Peyton Manning.
master disguise.
He know that Peyton Manning would watch that on his film. So what he did was fake it, going back. He like do a double move instead and get the pick on Peyton Manning. When the game was over, you know, like how everyone run in the middle of the field. Peyton Manning find Ed Reed and ask him, yo, did you? Like he had to ask him that right then. Did you know? He's like, yeah, I know that you was studying the film to see me do that. So I did a double move. It's like, whoa. See, that's greatness right there. That's greatness. That's greatness. But that's what I'm saying is that.
Nobody have to tell you go do.
And like it transferred over to the NFL. He had 2 Super Bowls. They had the best defense.
Widely regarded.
They had the best
Widely regarded
defense.
as the best free safety to ever play the game.
Right, he's the best to me.
Widely regarded.
Yes. Another thing with him is
I
when
can't
he get
tell
that
you a more effective.
when he get that pick, you know that's 6.
what?
It's another highlight.
He turned into a running back real quick. That's
Real
what I'm
quick.
saying. I don't think we've seen a more dominant free safety than him ever.
Me either.
Because he could come up and hit you. He played ridiculous coverage on the back end. He was a big game hunter. The bigger the game, I don't
Yes.
bro.
Yes.
Super Bowl,
yes.
you know Ed Reed is getting
Yes.
the pick. He's a big game hunter.
Yes.
And when the lights is on the brightest, you know at some point you better not slip. He can make you pay.
Yes. That's Fox. That's
Nope.
Fox.
So
That's Fox. I mean,
gotta
another
tip your hat to
one
guys
up
like
there
that,
with
man.
him, I would say, would be like Sean Taylor. But I still put Ed Reed above Sean Taylor. But I would say like Sean Taylor is probably like my
Headed
second.
to there.
Yeah, he was
headed
there.
towards that
Like,
direction.
we get robbed
yes,
of
yes,
a legend, but
legend.
Like,
Right? He was
I
another
don't think
ball
people
hog.
understand.
You know, I remember the first time on Sports Extra when I see him because I was so crazy over Ed Reed, and he was the safety that came in the UM right after Ed Reed,
After him.
and I remember him.
Yeah, he was on the team.
He was on the team, yeah, he was on them. And then I remember them starting to
Yeah,
speak about
yeah,
Sean Taylor
he was
because he was
freshman.
taking over the job. And I was like, but this nigga's so big, boy, why he so big? Like, you know, I thought he was oversized. I said, but it's a
I
linebacker.
say that.
Right. But I thought it was gonna have been like a serious decline because of how exciting Ed Reed was. I thought it was gonna be like a serious decline. No decline. He picked 6-2 straight. Like, oh Lord. And I remember that game, boy. We need to find that clip, boy. When that boy was bobbling that ball across the middle in FSU. That boy was bobbling that ball across the middle of the
hit him
field,
and
boy.
he's doing 360. Hit him and make him
He
do
made
the
him and make him
tornado.
go on the next way. What? I see he flipped backwards. He was going
People
this way.
forget.
I say, with him?
Sean was 6'3", 235, and he was running a
Jeez.
4.4.
Whoa.
Ed Reed was 6 foot, 200 pounds.
Yeah.
You talking about an extra turn? I watched a Sean Taylor highlight one time. He hit the fullback and knocked the fullback down.
Yeah.
And after I see that, I say, my
Yeah,
goodness.
he's him, bro.
You knocking the fullback down?
I thought the punter to die in the Pro Bowl layup. I thought the punter died in the Pro Bowl layup.
You want to know how serious he was? Go watch the game when he was in Washington. I think it was his first or second year, and he played Terrell Owens. And he hit Terrell Owens one time.
Yeah, I remember.
And for the rest of the game, Tio was rowing, crying to the ref.
Yeah.
This boy hitting me too much.
Yeah.
Y'all let this boy keep hitting me. I said, dog,
Tio, look at Tio's size. Oversized wide receiver at that.
230 himself.
Yes. He could have played tight end.
230 himself.
Yeah, Fox.
And for him to have T.O. run into the referee, I say, my God, this is not a corner. This is a safety now we're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
You get robbed, bro.
Yeah,
Like he was something special. I don't think we could see something like him
for a while.
I mean, I've seen a couple others with the prototype body and the size like that, but none with the ball skills and ability to just make big plays like him.
Right.
So I don't know if we'll ever see anybody like him again, especially nowadays where people figure out how to be so strong and don't have to carry around all that extra weight.
Yeah,
so
that's facts. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if we would see anything like him again. He was special. He was really special. And it's unfortunate we had to say goodbye to him so early.
Yeah. Yeah. R.I.P. Sean Taylor.
Yeah, man. Sean T.
Hey, you see, like,
go to Jonquel.
Oh, Jonquel. Oh, yeah. Jonquel just been there, WNBA MVP.
Finals MVP.
Finals MVP.
Yeah, the WNBA Finals MVP. She won the MVP in the season before.
Yeah.
She won the MVP in the season before that.
That was big, boy.
Yeah. You in Nassau, you got a chance to see the mural?
Yeah, but I read about around about Buddy Shells, man. I see that from the start doing that. I was trying to figure out what they was doing.
Right.
And then I see it when it finished. So I see every time I go into town, I see it. But but that radio on the Sharon Williams building.
Right.
Right on the side. So as soon as you come, like if you're coming down the highway, right when you go to the roundabout, it's right there on the corner. You can't miss it.
Yeah. I see some people.
It's a pretty big one.
Yeah, I see some people was in uproar because the mural was painted in. Well, they made the mural in Nassau, but she from Freeport.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So like I see some Bahamians and was kind of like upset with that. How you feel about that?
Well, I mean, I get they might have wanted a mural for in Freeport, and who's to say they still can't do one?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
They could definitely do one for. But if you ever been to Nassau, when you walk to the airport or you go in any historical places or sites, the first thing they do is promote our historically great, our legends, our gold medalists, our shining athletes.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
That's something we take pride in. Now, like I say, I could understand why they would feel like she should have a mural in Freeport, right? And I think she personally should. That's her hometown. That's where she come from. Represent, especially because the Bahamas is the Bahamas, but Bimini is Bimini, Nassau is Nassau.
Right.
Different places.
Exuma is Exuma.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All the same people, but very different people at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
But for people to be upset about that, like I don't know if I really
agree with
that.
I feel the same
because it ain't like they didn't acknowledge her,
right?
Or they dismiss her,
right?
You know what I mean?
I feel like here how I feel is okay. Nassau is the capital. I don't care whatever we want to say, however we want to shake the stick. When she did something on an international stage, a global stage, you get what I'm saying?
Thank you.
When in the Bahamas, we could run on all day. You from Freeport, I from Bimini, you from Nassau. Outside of the Bahamas, it's the Bahamas.
That's all the same.
That's all.
Yeah. They don't know that. They don't know the difference.
Tourism is our number one industry, right?
Correct.
Nassau generates the most money in tourism, which means that the most tourists
Visit Nassau.
visit Nassau.
Pass through Nassau.
No, I with you. It should be one in Freeport as well. Is she from Freeport? But anyone from the Bahamas that does something major on a global stage, they should have a mural in. They should have whatever in Nassau. They should have that. Like,
Yeah.
Now wherever they see from the Berry Islands or Cat Island or whatever, they could do whatever they want to do down in them areas as well. You get what I'm saying? But it has to be one in Nassau because that's the capital. That's where everyone going.
That's the capital.
Me, I ain't no Bahamian. I ain't no Bahamian or nothing. I just a tourist is going to the Bahamas. I love the WNBA.
So much tourists think the Bahamas is Nassau, and that's it. They don't know it's 700 islands in the Bahamas.
Exactly. So,
But
you got to do it. You just got to
you
think
know,
from
but-
more. People got to think more on a broader scale in the sense like can't just be local. Like you got to think. We have a local mind, and then we have a international mind. Or we have domestic and international. You understand what I'm saying?
Well, my thoughts on that, when I hear stuff like people upset because she from Freeport and they paint the mural in Nassau and not Freeport, that's just noise to me. That's all that is.
Yeah,
That's noise.
yeah.
And the only people you can hear saying stuff like
petty,
that
man.
who ain't got nothing to do with nothing. Like, babe, you don't paint.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
You don't even know a painter.
Yeah.
But you complaining, why y'all gonna put that in Nassau and not Freeport? Bro. If you
Because
want
ain't
it
no
done,
one can
get
see
it done.
But y'all,
That's like, I get it. I don't mind, bro. I get it. You want it to be where she from. But she's also from
yeah,
Freeport,
I get that.
Bahamas.
Right.
So anywhere in the Bahamas is the Bahamas.
right.
And like you say, but it ain't too
did.
late. Go get someone to make it. Yeah,
Right.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like they ain't like they can't always do one for. I think what upset people was how I don't think you'll understand how big this mural was, but this wasn't no little thing.
She ain't do
This
no
was on
little
like
thing.
This was on like a 2-story warehouse type deal. So this mural was about good 20, 30 feet tall.
Wow.
This ain't no small thing. This is big, like you could see this from a distance when they trying to get you to understand.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So they hear that y'all could do this big thing there, but y'all can't do it from her, and she from there. Like we recognize her.
Right.
You know what I
Point
mean?
blank.
The fact that you talking about this,
Yeah.
it should be enough to let you know, like somebody paying attention and appreciate what she did, and they value that, and they was giving her dues because they could have very well said nothing at all,
Yeah.
done nothing at all,
Yeah.
and then that would have been another thing. You know what I mean? So.
Facts.
That's just like you say. That's just noise, but it's more something to talk about. That's all that was.
So New York Liberty on. Let's keep it in New York.
Yeah.
The Jets.
Oh yeah. Those guys.
Hey, listen to me. We spend a lot of money and ain't accomplishing much right now, but boy, Aaron Rodgers just got that team in shambles. So now they blaming someone else. First they get rid of Sealy.
Yeah.
Seller. How you pronounce it, Angry?
Robert Salah. Yeah. Rob Salah. I'm sorry.
Right. So first they get rid of him because they wasn't winning the games that they.
Yeah, I mean.
Aaron Rodgers is the reason for that. So now, Aaron Rodgers still left. So now they get rid of the guy. So today I informed Joe Douglas he will no longer serve as the general manager of the New York Jets. I want to thank Joe for his commitment to the Jets over the last 6 years and wish him and his family the best moving forward. Phil Savage will be the interim general manager for the remainder of the season. We will begin the process to identify a new general manager immediately. Statement from Woody Johnson.
Woody is the owner of the Jets.
Owner, yeah. From what I've been hearing, the rumblings I've been hearing, a lot of fans was not happy with Woody Johnson either. A lot of them were saying he need to sell the team because
he around there buying
it
big
ain't
cheese
just
and dick.
he worried about the wrong stuff, and it's like the moves you making ain't making sense. Or I don't want to say they ain't making sense. They ain't been panning out.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And for you to be spending money like spending money that you spending making all these acquisitions that you're doing, and it's still ain't panning out.
Yeah.
We need to find somebody that can get it done.
Right. I agree.
Because there are teams that ain't doing this, what you're doing, and they finding ways to win. Like
Right.
I was saying earlier, the Lions, bro, like, I have to give them the utmost respect. I've seen the Lions go 0-16 in my life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now
Turn
they
it
talking
around.
about they could
Super
very well
Bowl.
win the Super Bowl. They look like they could beat
I
anybody.
like them, but I like them. I think
That is a complete turnaround.
I
from
could
not winning anything.
see them being the hardest team to beat.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, they look
To
like
beat.
they're gonna be the hardest team to beat. You see what I'm saying?
And guess what? If they win out, they play in a dome, so they ain't got to worry about playing out,
Cold.
out on the road in the hard environments. They play in the dome. You got to come and beat us in perfect conditions. Good luck. Only time you'll have to worry about elements is the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wait, hold on.
Good
the,
luck.
the Super Bowl and the Superdome. That's inside too.
Yeah. Wow.
Well, I mean, I was gonna say, and the crazy part is, I was gonna say, even if you did get lucky enough to play them outside in bad weather environments, it doesn't show us they could win games in the worst situation.
Yeah.
Shoot, Detroit
So
is
it
rough
ain't
as the
even like
gets
you
in the
could say
winter.
like, legit, they win a game with 5 interceptions.
Yeah.
Like,
that shows a lot, though.
That's some Madden type.
everything.
You do that in Madden.
Yes.
You do that in Madden. You don't do that in real life.
On rookie. You throw that 5 big on Hall of Fame, but you can lose by 5 touchdowns.
You done. Game
That
over.
momentum can be so against you.
Game over first quarter.
What? How?
What?
That's when you have a team. That's when you have a team, babe. Special teams.
That's what I was saying. Like
defense.
from top to bottom.
You see what I'm saying? Wow.
From top to bottom, everyone buy in. That's when everyone just believe we still got a chance. Keep fighting. Because in football ain't like basketball, or baseball. You're the only one in the box. So it's you that got to make the change.
Right.
Basketball, you're the only one with the ball in your hand. So you got to make the play.
Right.
Football, 11 people got to make it happen.
Yes,
Every
every play.
Because if one person falter, that's either a touchdown, a sack,
Right.
an interception, a fumble. Something.
Some will change
And
the
you only
momentum.
need one person.
Yep.
You only need one person to screw up, or if you get lucky, it's only a penalty.
Yeah.
But
boy, yeah. Speaking of being lucky, but you see that thing with Jonnu Smith?
Oh, but you see this, babe? Hold on, I better play right now.
Jonnu Smith scored a touchdown. You can see right now. This is crazy. This is crazy. If the Dolphins can carry this luck to the rest of the season, we might have a little chance. This luck, boy.
We ain't going far, man.
Achane is behind Tua in the backfield. Jonnu Smith in motion. They go to Smith. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins.
So apparently,
Then he talk about it in that clip. Go back.
You throw that ball up into the air. This lands with your family, right?
Not only with my family, with my oldest son. Him right there, that's picking up the ball on the floor. That's my oldest son right there, man.
Oh my God.
I didn't even know they was sitting over there in the second half. I saw them, they was calling my name. I realized then, and then later in the fourth quarter, one of the guys came over to me and was like, yo, my girl is sitting over there, and they said your family caught the ball. So I was like, what? That's crazy, man. And then literally after the game, they come and tell me that I dropped my oldest son's lap, literally. And that's him right there, man. I'm glad we got the footage because nobody would ever believe us.
That's out of a movie. That's a storybook type thing.
God makes no mistakes. That was God's timing right there for sure.
Are the Miami Dolphins a team of destiny?
Yeah.
Hey, Uncle, you don't think we's a team of destiny now?
I mean, as much as good as that happened, and as much as I won't believe, unfortunately, that quarterback we got there, people can call me a hater all you want. But that dude just saying, show me he could win it when it matters. You be struggling. It's been too many situations where he's had the ball and could put the game away.
Yeah, that's
and
facts.
he looks the worst when it's that time.
That's facts.
With you when you're
so the game
and then on the other side, when we need that one drive. It's a problem.
Or
also.
he could Tua turn the
First,
ball
first,
over.
first, first, first possession, first drive of the game. Boy, we could be looking good.
Touchdown.
Be looking good.
Bro, listen.
We need that 6.
Track stars, everything humming.
Boy.
He just didn't show me, like, you know, like, some people just got that dog in them. Like they say, bro. Like,
yep.
Just no matter what, how bad it is, I could find a way to do this. Or we could go out with me on the shield playing my best and doing my best. He ain't one of them type of dudes. He's like one of them dudes who's just like, well, you know, I tried and it didn't work out. Maybe next time.
Yeah.
Right. Like, no, bro.
Yeah, that's them said
you need somebody that can will you, but
he ain't gonna be no next time.
That's why I was so upset with us winning these games, bro. Like, I was hoping, like, my perfect scenario would have been us to lose. We get a high draft pick, right? We go draft a quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
We had a shot at either Cam or Shedeur.
Right.
We draft a quarterback, and we put him on the bench. Now, people can look at me crazy. Why would you draft somebody that high that's ready to play and you put him on the bench?
Yeah.
Let them get a couple games holding that clipboard.
Yep.
Let them see the game from the sideline first.
Right.
So when they get in the game, and then them trying to figure out where, you don't see this from over. So when you get there, you have an idea what to expect.
Mm-hmm.
I say that because, of course, you know, they could try and get Tua to play.
Right.
I personally don't think he can make it through another full season again.
Right.
And I'll tell you why. Tua's had 1 year in which we've had him that he's played the entire season.
Right.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
That 1 year, what did he do? He put on 15 pounds of muscle, and it worked out for him.
Right.
Well, what did he do this year?
Lose the weight again.
Lose the weight to go be mobile. And how did he get in behind knockout? Running the ball.
Right.
So all that tells me is he don't have the common sense to protect himself, to have our team interest at heart.
But you think them
So
concussion and getting
and
him
I'm
already?
trying to be negative or Debbie down.
You don't being negative, but you think them concussion getting
Oh, bro, I think he's
because
a
he ain't making no
CTE
sense.
Oh, bro.
But he might be the CTE
He
up.
done slapping him up, boy. He
He
done
might be the
feeling that.
CTE up.
Yes, boy.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, but
He talking about he don't want to be the poster child. He don't want to be the poster child, but he keep doing poster child movements.
They trying to tell you.
Like the other day,
Understand?
like last game, I don't know if it's last game or maybe game before last, he threw a pick. He threw a pick and then he going up to try and
And
make
trying
the
to
tackle.
tackle people
But look how he tried to tackle him. You understand what I'm
with
saying?
his head.
You could have pushed him out of bounds.
I see,
He was
look
right
at
by the
this idiot.
sideline.
Boy.
Stop.
You can
I
put
would
your
have
head
preferred
down.
you to just let the boy go.
That's what I
Yeah,
said.
yeah.
At this point,
Somebody asked
why
him
don't
that,
you
you
just
know.
let the boy go.
But
Yeah.
somebody asked him that, but I
That's
tell I
fine.
say,
I'd
Brian,
rather you give up the pick six than you trying to be a hero and tackle him, and then you next thing you know you on the ground again. We didn't see you down too many times. We didn't invest too much money in you for this, and we already have questions about you. So for you to be compounding that with stupid decisions, no man.
So that back to the okay, you said that you felt we said that they do the Cam Ward, Shedeur, draft one of those. Almost like tank this season per se. Draft one of those guys them. I'm gonna ask you a question. I wanna ask you a question though, right?
Shoot.
All right. If we were to get a quarterback, right? A good quarterback, and that means that we're trying to win. And then we were to be successful and win a Super Bowl with that quarterback, with said quarterback, like a Cam Ward, like a Shedeur. What would Don Marino's legacy for the Dolphins be if we were to win a Super Bowl?
I mean, he'll forever be. Listen, I don't want you to underestimate Don Marino. He's probably, in my opinion, the second best thrower of the football that we've ever seen. To me, the first is Aaron Rodgers. Even though he's playing like complete crap right now.
Right.
I don't think we've ever seen a natural throw of the football.
Facts. I agree with you.
Aaron Rodgers. Bro.
I agree with you.
You know what I mean? Bro, this nigga had seasons where he throwing 40, 45 touchdowns with like 4 picks.
Right.
That's
That's
insane when you throwing the ball as much as he was doing.
Yeah. Facts.
You know what I mean?
Facts.
So you can't take that away from him. And to be fair to Don Marino, he was that before Aaron Rodgers came. Like, don't forget, he had all the passing records. And almost every passing record you could think of, he had it.
Right.
If
Facts.
he didn't have them all.
Facts. In a
You know what I mean?
In a non-throwing era.
In a non-passing era.
Yeah.
So exactly.
Yeah,
so let that when we were still running eye and
facts.
far and near and crazy West. But he wasn't in the shotgun 10 times a game.
Right.
He was dropping back
facts.
at an eye,
Three-step, five-step drop.
under center.
Five
you know
to
what
seven.
I mean? Thank you.
Facts.
When he had to make actual quarterback movements, get your drop, get your depth, get the ball out while you simultaneously reading the defense. So you got to give him props for that.
I give him props for all of that.
Our biggest knock on him, though, is when it mattered the most in big games, you are not a big game performer, just like Aaron Rodgers. Like I listen. As much as I give Aaron Rodgers credit, I gotta slight him too.
Yeah.
As good as you are throwing the ball as a quarterback, there's no reason that you should only have one Super Bowl appearance.
Right.
You too good. You too good. You are so good. Even when your defense wasn't playing well, you were supposed to will your way to some of them. You wasn't supposed to be losing all these games the way you was losing. And then there was a couple of playoff games where they lost the game simply because you didn't play well.
Yeah.
That can't happen. And that only get magnified when you see people like Patrick Mahomes and Joe Burrow and these younger quarterbacks coming along and like they get it. Like, oh, big game. Let me show you what I could do. You know what I mean? So for Don, it's like he'll never get the true credit he's supposed to get for being as transcendent as he was because he couldn't win.
Right.
Because people just forget.
You see, what my thing too is like how we promote him so much. As a Dolphin, like the Miami Dolphins promote him so much, and I get it. I get it. You know, he had all the records and everything, but I'm saying like, how could you promote him if we win a Super Bowl? He never won a Super Bowl. Like, so I feel like. We never had a quarterback since him. We never had a serious quarterback since him. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, we had opportunities at them. We could have got Drew Brees. We going to Dante Cole. It's like,
oh my gosh, bro.
It's just
that break my heart, but we didn't get Drew Brees, and he going to New Orleans and win the Super Bowl. And if I'm not mistaken, did they win the Super Bowl in Miami, or that was Peyton?
I gotta go look at that.
no.
One of them win the Super Bowl. I think
it probably was Peyton, though. The Super Bowl that was in Miami?
When they played the Bears, right?
I think it might have been
when they beat the Bears.
Right.
I know it's one of them, too.
Right.
But it still hurt me that he going and win a Super Bowl during the same time he said we didn't want him. And he was still playing. It was like, wait, that could have been us, though.
Yeah.
Look how he changed the
it was what he
It was a laughing stock.
It was Peyton, yeah.
It's Peyton when he played the Bears, right?
Yeah.
When Hester and the kickback, the opening kickback.
Yeah.
You tell me he wasn't hyped to be home.
Oh Lord, opening kickoff. He probably called that too.
That's some
He probably called that, but
what?
That's some
UNC.
You know what you telling everyone? You telling everyone. But as soon as they kick that to me, I take it. I did it.
Yeah.
I don't care. They kick it to me, I go on. You know that. What? Yeah, in front of everybody. You know he's giddy for that, boy. But it's like, man, I think that's why us a lot of the fans are held hostage with 202, you know? It's like we've had so much bad quarterbacks that you finally get one that resembles a good one. And to be fair to Tua, he's not as bad as.
No, he's accurate. He don't have the arm strength, but he's accurate. And then, the
playbook,
the things that he do within that playbook, that's like, you know, he does some stuff now. You know, he throw the ball, no luck passes. He do some stuff. He got some talent. He just don't have the grit. And that's what you need in the championship games. You see what it's be the grit to get you over the top. You could have all the talent in the world and they gonna take your nerve, boy. You forget how to throw this ball. You see what I'm saying? You shivering now.
Okay.
You look like a deer in the headlights.
Watch this. So a good example of that would be Josh Allen, right?
Right.
How many games we've seen Josh Allen play bad and he still find a way to win because Josh Allen had the ball last.
Yes. And he believe he can do it. Whatever it takes. It's the grit.
Wait, the game that we played the Bills last year, and this boy threw like 2 or 3 picks in the red zone and come back and beat us. You know how angry I was? You know how angry that make me, bud?
Real.
He threw picks in the end zone. He took points off the board twice on both end zones and that. He do it on both sides. He give you one in the left and the right end zone.
Right.
And he found a way to win the game. Simply because he said, I refuse to lose to these boys today.
Right. Yeah.
You gotta tip your hat, and you gotta believe in yourself and believe that no matter how bad this get, you give me the chance, I can get you, boy.
Yeah, facts.
You know, that's why Tom Brady is Tom Brady. Because a lot of games Tom Brady was supposed to lose, and he was just like, no. Just give me the ball with some time on the clock.
Sometime.
Long as you give me a minute or more,
it's a wrap.
That's all I need. Give me a minute.
Yeah, man.
So,
yeah, but shoot, but this is great talk, dog. I can't wait to keep moving forward and doing this, dog. We could do this probably week to week.
Yeah, but of course, man.
As you see new topics and stuff, we could put them in the group. You know what I'm saying?
We might have one or two picks for your hand there too.
Yeah.
All my batters will have some lock picks for you too.
Some locks.
You know.
But yeah, man.
Okay.
Appreciate y'all for tuning in. I go by Willie Waters.
G-Stat, DBD.
Anque Brat. Signing off. Till next time.
Have a good one, man.
You want something to talk? Talk that.
Talk that.